I was a sparrow in the stairwell, with thunder in my bones, a ribbon in the wreckage of a house that wasn't home. The walls knew every whisper, the dark knew every name. I kept looking toward the doorway, like mercy might be framed. I needed my daddy, not a crown, not praise, just arms around me when the night grew teeth and stayed. I needed him to find me where the silence learned to crawl, to read the fear beneath my eyes and stand between it all. Mama carried winter, Daddy carried gone. I was just a little girl trying to outlive the dawn. I did not need perfection, I needed someone brave to walk into the nightmare and call me by my name. Daddy, I was waiting with my heart split like the sky, hoping you would hear me from the other side. Why, Daddy, I was reaching through the dark, I couldn't speak, but the hands that should have held me never crossed the grief. Heaven bent down low where the little girl had cried, and Jesus entered every room where I was left behind. I was not the nightmare, I was not the shame, I was still a daughter underneath the pain. Bitterness was poured on me like ashes from a flame. I wore a sorrow not my size and answered to the blame. She had ghosts inside her chest, but I was just a child, needing somewhere safe to rest, not anger running wild. I learned that love could bruise you, then call it self-concern. I learned to warm my hands on bridges meant to burn. I chased the ones who vanished, feared the ones who stayed, thought tenderness was borrowed and safety had to fade. But heaven kept a lantern in the cellar of my chest. God was not indifferent to the child who could not rest. Daddy, I was waiting with my heart split like the sky, hoping you would hear me from the other side. Why, Daddy, I was reaching through the dark, I couldn't speak, but the hands that should have held me never crossed the grief. Heaven bent down low where the little girl had cried, and Jesus entered every room where I was left behind. Lord, take the bedroom, take the screams, take the shadows, still visiting my dreams. Take the small girl by the hand where no one came and no one ran. Tell her she is clean as rain, tell her she is not the stain, tell her love does not devour, tell her fear has lost its power. I am inside. I am daughter, I am breathing, I am seen beneath the scar. God did not abandon me, He found me where they are. I was waiting with my heart split like the sky, hoping you would hear me from the other side of why. Daddy, I was reaching through the dark. I couldn't speak, but the hands that should have held me never crossed the grief. Daddy, I was waiting, but heaven heard me first. Jesus walked into the nightmare and lifted off the curse. He gathered up the child from the room nobody knew and whispered, I was there, beloved, I came back for you. Now the child in the corner can rise from the ground. The father I was waiting for was the one who found me. I am not waiting anymore. I am more